breaking my personal record of most victories in a row, 14. We're getting somewhere. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gladiators Tribe, and more specifically to Gladiators on Tour from 0 to ATP player. My name is Grisha and this is part 4 of the series, and in the last 3 episodes I won 11 matches in a row and 3 titles, and those 3 titles gave me enough points to become number 1200 in Spain approximately. Still not the ranking we require in order to get into the higher level tournaments with more points and some prize money, but 3 titles means that we only need 2 more titles in order to get our ranking high enough in order to proceed with our journey, and more importantly, it means that we only need 2 more of these one-day tournaments in order to get that mega trophy, finally set it up in the studio, and finally move forward. But with that intro out of the way, let's flash back to the day of the tournament.
Good morning, Glaaaads. Waking up at 7 a.m. is really not my thing, but anyways, we got the 3 medals. We need 2 more to get the super trophy, and I'm not gonna stop until I do that. So let's pack our bag, have some breakfast, and head out to the club because we have a really long day ahead of us. Let's go. Alright, Glaaaads, we're on court now, getting ready for the match. Windy, cold, nasty. But I guess it's windy, cold, and nasty for both of us, so yeah, let's start with the match.
Alright, Glaaaads, it's time for my first match, and in order to win the whole tournament, I needed to win 3 matches in a row. And honestly, I was really hoping for almost a walkthrough match in the first round, but it was definitely not a walkthrough. So unlike in all of the previous tournaments that I've played, this one turned out to be noticeably higher level, getting a pretty solid guy straight away in the first round. And obviously this isn't like Futures level solid, but I just wasn't expecting to have to fight much in the first round of a tournament like this, but hey, let's just figure it out, I guess. As you can see, I lost the game and was really struggling to win points in general. I was just kind of letting him drag into his rhythm, and although I was holding the balls at a better pace and therefore forcing him to make the mistake, I was still lacking confidence and wasn't liking the current state of things. Yet there we were, leading 3-1 in the first set, and I was starting to relax just a little, which was helping me win easier points, and I was slowly regaining my confidence. By the way, Glaaaads, you probably know just how much better it feels playing when you're relaxed. It doesn't just feel better to play, but your level of tennis actually overall gets better once you relax when you're playing a match. And yet, no matter what match it is, starting off relaxed and confident right away is almost impossible. There's always some room for doubt, and no matter who you play, that place for doubt immediately gets occupied by doubt and replaces confidence. It puts pressure on you and damages your game. If you're lucky, you manage to replace the doubt with confidence and set your game to the proper level, but sometimes it can stay for the entirety of the match and progress into the next one and the next one, and so on and so on. And spoiler alert, that's kind of what happened to me in this tournament. And although this isn't a good example of me dealing with this problem, I have a way of figuring it out. When I have a somewhat important and hard match ahead of me, I just do my best to prepare for it and do everything that depends on me. Physically, technically, tennisly, whatever it is. This way I have no excuses to lose that match based on my failure. And then when it comes to playing the match, I just try to not care about the outcome of the match at all and just enjoy and play the game. Because if I focus too much on the victory, I put too much pressure on myself, and that never works out. This way I managed to set myself to the most productive mode and play the best tennis I can. In this case, I kind of messed up with the preparation stage of this whole thing, but give it a shot and let me know if it works for you. In the meanwhile though, we're taking this match home.
Alright, Glaaaads, won the first match. Quite a bit of a harder start compared to last week, but nevertheless, got the win, and again, 2 hours until my next match.
While waiting for 2 hours for my next match, I took a quick look at some little Glaaaads playing the doubles tournament that was happening at the same time as the tournament that I was playing, and I gotta say that it's a lot of fun to watch these little guys run around the court and go to the net and finish the points with volleys. I then also edited a little video for you Glaaaads as I had a bit of time left, but then it was time to play the match. So we're through the first round, and since this is a 3-round tournament, straight away into the semifinals. And in the semifinal, I was playing a guy who I've played on several occasions in the finals of these tournaments, and what I knew for a fact is that he was playing pretty well, and I was not really showing my best performance on this tournament for some reason. And yet, if you guys are still enjoying this video, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button, as well as, you know, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to not miss any of the future uploads, because that's exactly what keeps me going with these videos. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the match. And although I took the first game, it was a pretty embarrassing one, so I'm not even gonna show you the highlights of it. But then things got more interesting. We both started playing better, and the game has become way more fun. My first serve started landing in, and I was more and more tempted to approach the net, and those attempts were ending with 1 point, so that was definitely a great sign. And yet the match still felt really close in my head. Every game would get to the deuce, and the games were taking a long time to finish, but I just kept putting them on my side of the scoreboard, which led to a noticeable advantage in the beginning of the match. By the way, I'm gonna have to speed this point up because otherwise it would just get way too long. But yes, just like that, we're 3-1 up, and things are looking better and better. Oh wait, that's 3-2 already, and that's a very close 30-all. Although we do eventually get to a break point and manage to close the first set with this break. Well done, and let's get to the second set. We're once again skipping the first game of the set, but this time we actually start by losing this first game and losing a break, and even reaching to a game point, which would take us to a 2-0 disadvantage, but I managed to drag through. And then bringing the game to a break point, which then led to a 1-all. A much better outcome for sure. Oh, this point here is a cool one, check it out. And with a pretty good serve, I closed this game and get a 2-1 lead in the second set. I was feeling as I was regaining my tennis and playing better and better. My opponent, however, wasn't letting go of the gas pedal and kept trying to find other solutions like he always does. And here's where I realized the advantage of playing someone for like the 4th time. You end up learning their patterns, strong points and weaknesses, and although they also learn your game, obviously, when it comes to playing a player that is of a lower level than you, your learning curve is much faster than theirs, and as time goes by, it becomes easier and easier to play them, unless of course they make a huge improvement or you mess up big time somewhere at some point. Therefore, in this case, when I saw him doing the things he usually does, which is going for different game patterns, going to the net, doing drop shots, and then if that doesn't work, just becoming more solid and not risking at all and just not missing any shots, I knew exactly how to counter every single strategy, and I wasn't really worried about it at all. So even though we once again go to a deuce and now he even has an advantage, I'm not worried, and I can play pretty much calmly, holding the ball in play without worrying. But yes, let's speed this up again. Here though, this ball actually went in, and he knows it, but I guess we just have to deal with it. And having dealt with that, we take the match to the match point, and with this unforced error, advance to the final.
Alright, listen guys, like always, match with this guy. Always annoying, always tough. And I'm still playing bad. I don't know why I can't recover my rhythm and my tennis, but I mean, anyways, we won. Playing the final now. 30 minutes of rest. Should be good enough. But maybe I'll have something to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And we're into our 4th final in a row, which meant that if we won this next match, we'd be just one more title away from winning that mega trophy and finally completing that goal. But the guy we were facing in the final, I actually saw him play on the courts next to me, was pretty good, and this match could have become a challenge. He didn't really struggle in the first or second round of this tournament himself, and he actually took out the second seed. But before we get into this final, Glaaaaaads, if there's absolutely anything tennis related that you'd like to purchase for yourself or for your loved ones, such as my sexy RF bag, you Glaaaaaads know where to find the link to get it. It's down in the description below, and what's also down there is our exclusive discount code that's gonna save you some cash, and that also kind of really helps the channel. So yes, don't go there just yet. Maybe finish watching this final. It's gonna be kind of fun, and then feel free to buy yourself whatever you want. But yes, without further ado, let's get into the match. Alright lads, this match is pretty much a roller coaster because of just how well it started and then how it progressed and ended. So far, it's pretty straightforward. I served really well the first game and therefore took it pretty quickly. And then in the second game, he was serving pretty well and played rather smart, so he took a pretty solid lead. That lead was then quickly taken away from him thanks to my pretty solid game and his unforced errors, which I guess were happening due to his lack of patience that he had from the excitement of winning this game quickly. This way I got a 2-0 lead and was ready to head for that 3-0, and seeing me play here, you'd say, alright, this is an easy for a love, but watch what happened next. Oh yeah, sorry, gonna have to speed this up again. So yeah, the guy almost recovered and almost came back from a 3-love, but I say almost because I did still manage to close this first set. It's 4-2 and I'm getting better and better with every game I win, and as my tennis advances, his is getting worse and he's losing hope and confidence. With my favorite underarm serve, we close this game, which I was really struggling to win, and it's now 1-love in the second. Oh my god, that was just freaking stupid. Sorry, Glaaaaaads. I'm not commenting anything right now because it seems pretty straightforward, and I think it's more fun to just watch it without me commenting. But just like that, we take this match home and make it our 14th win in a row.
Alright, Glaaaaaads, we're done with the match, took the W, took the title, and we just have one more to go to get the freaking trophy. Like, forget the points, which, not bad. We got another 120 points or so, because this tournament was relatively higher level compared to others. And, but yeah, pretty happy. There's one more tournament to win of these. I mean, Albert, what did you think about the match?
So lucky, bro. So lucky.
Lucky?
Lucky, fucking lucky, bro. It was so lucky.
No skill, no talent, just
No
luck.
skill, no talent.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Albert is saying over here, he hasn't played tennis ever in his life. And he's saying that if he spends 1 year training every day, he could win one of these tournaments. Let us know in the comments below if you want to see a series where we just record Albert's journey from literally zero to winning this tournament, or if you would like to see that or not.
Oh, yeah. I can do it.
I'm sticking to tennis, guys.
Then we do the quick formalities, photos with the trophies that we end up having to leave in the club and not actually taking with us. But with that, back to the studio. So there you have it, Glaaaads, and just like that, we took our 4th title and we're just one more title away from winning our mega trophy. I'll try my best to deliver this title to you, Glaaaads, as quickly as possible. But for now, after winning this tournament, we're gonna have around 440 points, which will put us confidently in the top 900 in Spain, which means that with this tournament, we just broke into the top 1000 in Spain, which I guess is kind of an achievement, and the ITFs seem as close as they've ever been. There's a lot of awesome stuff coming our way in 2025, so definitely stay tuned for the Gladiators on tour from 0 to ATP player, because I can promise you, Glaaaads, it's gonna be a lot of fun. My name is Grisha and I will see you, Glaaaads, in the next one. Bye bye.